Good day everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm gonna spray this stuff on my face. I don't know what it does, but it's pink and it's cute, and I took it from my boyfriend. Slap, slap, slap. Oh yeah, just like Daniel slapped me last night. I like it rough. Oh yeah. Oh yes, and who are you here with today, Joseph?
I'm here with a strange man who's entered my house and he wants to film a video, so I said okay.
So this is a casual, simple breakfast.
Morning.
Good morning. It's
Happy
Valentine's Day.
It's bright.
Oh my gosh, that is bright and shiny. We have a small, delicious meal, just very teeny tiny.
Just a little treat.
And decent view, I suppose. It's gorgeous, it's perfect. So we're gonna have some breakfast and then who knows what the day's gonna have in store for us. Who knows?
My food.
Oh, hello. Hello, Bulge.
Bulge.
I think it's very cute. And show them your side.
A little detailing
Oh.
here. Like this video if you want me to do a ASOS haul. I don't know where.
Oh. Okay.
For that reason, just like the video.
We're just currently waiting for our salads to get here. Just relaxing today, huh? Yeah. Good day everyone and welcome to today's video here with Mr. Danny Boy.
Mr. Prada.
Oh, Mr. Prada. I
Hello.
forgot branding.
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
I was a muffin kid and my mom said, you're gonna have a muffin top. And I definitely did. She was very right.
Yep.
But I would only eat the tops of the muffin, so people at school would call me Muffin Top
Oh.
when I was a kid.
Why didn't you just eat the bottom so you could have a muffin bottom?
I already have. He's thick though.
Oh, yes.
Sweetie, you froze them with the peel still on, did you?
Oh, sorry, was it me who froze them or was it you?
It was not me.
I don't ever recall putting in a banana in the freezer.
I don't
but
ever
recall you-
cook.
Oh.
Also, that's
Yeah.
my garden outside.
Oh, you just had to chime in, didn't ya?
Don't do anything.
That's right, because you don't have fingers to do anything, will ya?
I'm gonna rip your face off.
I'm funny. I'm a comedian.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Literally unfunny.
Thumbs up if you think I'm a comedian. So this is actually a really good alternative instead of ice cream because there's no added sugar, it's just fruit.
What? Come on! If you don't give me that last spoonful, I'm
There's
going
only
to throw
this.
you down the stairs.
Here it goes, here it goes.
Joey, stop!
That sounds wonderful.
Actually, we're young and we need to sleep. It's school night.
You guys are probably thinking that this is a clickbait video, but Daniel and I actually did break up. Okay, so starting at the beginning, Daniel and I started dating 2.5 years ago in July. It started off strong. Like, there was definitely a lot of chemistry and a lot of emotions and feelings, weren't there?
Very much so on my part.
Well, we already did a story on how we met when we started dating and stuff, but I was kind of a bad boy, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he was like a fuckboy.
Kind of.
No,
No.
truly like...
Truly like.
Honestly, a fuckboy.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
You know.
I don't agree. It was a really tough time because Daniel was like no boy I'd ever dated. He was very much like
Confident, handsome, stunning, you know.
yes, those things.
Sure of myself. Out.
I don't know, it was
No, you
weird.
were
So
scared.
then, I was probably scared. So then Daniel, dramatically, it felt like a movie.
It was a production, and I didn't even know it.
It
I'm
should have
like,
been filmed.
where's my Oscar?
So he just gets up and during one of our talks and stuff, and he just like starts crying, and oh my god, it just broke my heart to see it. Like, oh my god, I hate. Oh.
I was honestly shaking. My body was. I was shook before shook was a
I
thing.
just remember how sad you looked.
No, because when I get emotional, my lip trembles. Like that's how you know I'm like actually trembling.
So then he like stormed out of the room, ran down the stairs, so I had like this porch place, and then it had a spiral staircase going down to the street. He runs down that, goes to his car, and I'm on the spiral staircase looking down. I'm like, Daniel, wait! And I'm crying too, because I feel so sad.
Joey,
and so he turns back and he's like, what?
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 What do you want? I think that's what I said.
This is like a fan fiction.
What do you want?
So then I was like, I don't know, just come back up here, let's talk. And so he comes up the stairs, and I just like collapse in his arms, and he just hugs me, and I'm just like crying. And he's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. And like, I was so confused. I was like, why? Like, because I chased after you. Like, if I didn't chase after you, it must have meant like,
I didn't have time. I was going to get a pizza.
We end up going back upstairs, and we just start talking, and then
one thing leads to another.
One thing leads to another, and then we go to bed, wake up, and someone pulled Houdini and was gone that morning. Cuckoo.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That made no sense.
Oh, never mind.
You're cute.
I'm really tired.
Oh.
It's 4
a.m. It's not. So she sends me a picture of Daniel with my ex-best friend. We're friends now. But at the time, we were not friends, and I was not dating Daniel. So seeing a picture of both these people who were like a big part of my life, like together, it felt like they were trying to hurt me, and it felt very malicious. So I was like, oh my god, like I just had so much anxiety, and I was freaking out.
Which was not the case. It was nothing of the sort.
Nothing of the sort.
I looked great that night.
From my perspective, it felt.
Well, guess what? From my perspective, you were a bitch ass before. So I invited this person to a party that I was producing for Valentine's Day, and there was a really cute photo booth. We ended up taking a picture together. It was harmless. I don't have time to play those games of whatever. Okay. I looked sickening.
I'm freaking out all day. I'm having major anxiety. I call up my friend Kat, and I'm like, girl, you need to help me get my mind off this. Like, let's just hang out. Cause I, like, when I get anxious, like, I don't know, I just can't do life. She's with me all day. We go mini golfing, and then I'm like, he's still not answering me. Like, what the heck's going on? And then she's like, let me reach out to him. So she sends him a text, and she's like, come on, dude, like, just reply to Joey. Like, he's going crazy.
Which, I don't know this. I didn't know you had anxiety or anything. And I'm like, why is this girl texting me right now? Stay in your lane.
So finally, he replies back to me and is like, all right, let's meet up and talk about this in person. So he's very direct. He's like, come to this address right now. And it's like 11:30 at night. I'm like, okay.
Okay, daddy.
Okay. So I drive 30 minutes to this like mansion that you were house sitting for.
Right.
And it was actually kind of full circle because it was the house that you took me on our first date.
It was my best friend's house.
Right, the place that you went
for Christmas.
For Christmas. But
No,
her house, and whatever. I walk in and I'm like, all right, this is weird. Do we hug? What do we do? So we like give each other like a hug, and it was really sweet. And then he hands me a letter, and he's like, read this before we talk.
Yeah, it was like a 4-page letter. It poured out like all my emotions, and I wanted to send it to him before, but I ended up just putting it in my desk, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need to send it. It's all on paper. And then we ended up meeting up, so I gave it to him, and I'm like, bitch, better shed a tear or something.
So he goes outside by the pool. There's like all these lanterns with lights and stuff, and I'm sitting in the living room, and I'm reading this letter, and I just like start bawling my eyes out just because it was so sweet, and it gave me all the feels, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I still clearly have feelings for this boy. Like, I just drove here in the middle of the night. I had anxiety over him, seeing him in a picture. So I was like, what does this all mean? So I go outside, we start talking, and I realize, oh, I want this boy back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we had a very long conversation.
It was very sweet. And it was, I don't know, it meant a lot to me.
Yeah. Was it everything that you wish would happen?
It was very, like, if I ever produce a show or something in my life, like, I am gonna write the scene, because I'm not even kidding. It was so cinematic, and like, it was perfect. It was so weird.
Yeah, we talked, and then we're like, okay, what does this mean? Like, should we try getting back together? And then you're like, I think we should not talk for 2 more weeks.
I was a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to New York. I don't think we should talk.
And I was like, okay, yeah. So then we're like texting the next day, and then we just continued texting.
I was horny. I was a horned goat.
So then, it still wasn't official that we were going to be back together. It did take us a couple days to like actually meet up again.
He sent me flowers to my house and a letter. I sent them in the morning, and I ended up getting them at night, and they were like rotten and decaying by the time I got them. So I'm like, oh, thanks. Oops. But that night, I'm like, meet me at this house it was being built near mine, and it had this gorgeous view of LA. And I'm like, meet me there at like 10 o'clock and let's talk. So he comes up the steps, and the view is amazing. The stars are out. The lights are shining. It's gorgeous, and he looks so handsome as ever, as he always does. Tried to one-up me that night, but anyways.
So we continue talking, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell this boy that I love him, but in a special way. So Daniel's half Romanian, so
I'm
half-
full. I'm a
Romanian.
full-blooded Romanian gypsy.
So I found out how to say I love you in Romanian, which was Te iubesc.
Iubesc.
And we're laying down on these like lawn chairs in the backyard, and I just like look over at him and I say it, and he just gets like the biggest grin on his face.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You're like, he was like shocked. He was like,
I was shookered.
because I never said anything in Romanian.
No. Well, he never
Romanian.
said I love you, and I'm like, okay, 6-month TikTok. When are you gonna say it?
So he said it, and then from then on, it was official that we
Yeah.
were boyfriends and we were back together.
But I mean, it was
stronger
all
than
because
ever.
of me, because I was like, you know what? This is my decision. I'm gonna give him a chance. And he did do like a complete 180. He became like a completely different person.
It
He
was so weird. It was like the light switch went on, and like I could feel, and
Your
I,
balls finally dropped.
I didn't feel like I had this wall up anymore. Like it was a mental like switch that I had to like flick. I don't know. I felt like I was able to fully love him, and since then you can't get rid of me anymore, can you?
No, I'm stuck with you. Boy.
Yeah, stuck. So now we're together and we're happy.
Yeah, we're happy.
Yes.
My boy.
Yeah. So that's the
I know.
story. That's the story of how and why we broke up and why we got back together. I hope you guys enjoyed it.